Alright, bringing you my top 3 long-range loadouts for Warzone Season 2. And we gotta start off with an LMG, mainly because they are better at those longer ranges, because they have a good damage range and great bullet velocity compared to the standard AR. Now, across all of my loadouts, I am not using a suppressor, I'm using a muzzle to help with recoil control, but if you want a little bit better bullet velocity and a silenced weapon, you can just throw on the suppressor instead. The second LMG is currently my favorite LMG to run with the RPK nerf. This is definitely the best one out there. It is a little bit slow, so I wouldn't really use it in like a solos match, but it is definitely a top tier meta weapon. I'm using the lock shot muzzle, which is very similar to other ones like the sock and tread that you might see people using. Gives you a similar recoil control effect. The Ruined Silver Series barrel, it's going to help with recoil control, damage range, and bullet velocity. The high velocity rounds, again, helping with that bullet velocity. Since the recoil is pretty magical, I'm using the FSS laser to help with that ADS time, because as I said, the gun is pretty slow. And then we got the aim optic. Number 2 on my list is the cast off 7.62. While this has received a few nerfs, it kind of reminds me of the AMAX. It hits pretty hard and it's very easy to use, especially as those little bit longer ranges, and it's perfect for Ashika Island. Pretty obvious, we're going to go with the 40 round mag. Again, high velocity rounds for that bullet velocity. Using the same lock shot muzzle, and again, there's other ones that are very similar to it. And using the CAS 10 barrel, because again, it helps with bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil control. And again, the aim optic. And my current go-to long-range AR is the ISO Hemlock that came with Season 2. Now this loadout is pretty much going to be identical to the cast-off 7.62. We got the aim optic, 45 round mag, again, high velocity rounds. We're using the FTAC Castle Comp muzzle again for that recoil control. And lastly, the Fielder barrel to again improve that bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil control. Again, a lot of my loads are going to look pretty similar, but you can definitely switch some of the attachments around. But I highly recommend using a barrel that's going to help you with recoil control, damage range, and bullet velocity, the high velocity rounds, and an optic you're actually comfortable with, not just the one everyone's using. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any other types of loadouts.